brackets itself. RC versus B4U happening right here.
Except Poch hasn't replied and Kuro is still on the fence. Guys, they brought out the Goatman on the Survivor side. Yeah, they were getting ready for that Goatman when they were on Lakeside Village. They also performed incredibly well.
First things first, guys, let's calm down a little bit because right now, regen left and right. So hopefully we saw Lian did amazing in one of those two, right? But Schmidi is going to have a really good place to kite. Not the blink, not the abnormal, but let's see who's going to win because this is Nello and that's Gummy. We'll be covering this first match.
Akka has spawned and he's making his way towards the shack where he'll be running into Green as his first chase. He needs to actually be able to see the survivor first before caging him because you don't want to mess up that cage. He sees the blood trails on the ground. He's hiding behind this wooden wall and he's going to be able to set up his first cage. Nope, he's baiting the blink, but he doesn't have blink and he has patroller. The survivors don't know this. He's going to be transitioning away and still not utilizing the cages.
Yeah, it's probably just want to build a bit more resentment, right? Oh, and that is gonna be a pretty quick cage. But of course, when you're in puppeteer form, Akka probably just wants to make let it die out a little bit before hitting. Okay, that's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be half health already. It doesn't really matter. He still has one more puppet to use. And now the cage to initiate. Let's see if Green will be using it anytime soon. He's gonna use Little Lewis going through the pallet and then trying to break that. But the patroller, the bite of the doggo, the devil dog coming in. Will Green be able to negate that? Because right now, the answer is no. Patroller bite is so deadly. Akka's gonna get him down in less than 2 whole ciphers progress, Gummy.
Yeah, that was a pretty early down for the side of Akka. He destroyed all the pallets so that even if he transitions out, he can't really get to that pallet. That pallet was already gone. Then he utilizes that patroller at the perfect moment. So he was stuck, he had nowhere to go, and he was able to just take that down. It looks like Roland's coming in for the rescue, utilizing his pocket watch.
Yeah, using the pocket watch, very good. Don't be greedy. Just make sure to buy enough time as much as possible. You know there's no patroller in place, so you can definitely go in and rescue. Okay, just a matter of time. The swing, that's gonna end Green with the last effort. It doesn't matter because Roland is still at full health, but Akka trying to get a damage onto Roland, but realizes that, yeah, maybe not so much, but beautiful rotation by Green, using that cage to go towards the other side and build distance. So even if he's going down, doesn't really matter because now Roland can start a new cipher, and meanwhile, the other person, which is Professor or even Schmidi on the Magician, can come in for the rescue just to save that tide turner.
We can see that 2 cipher machines have been completed, but the last 3 cipher machines need a little bit more work. Hunter already saw Smitty and is going to be getting a very early hit onto this magician, forcing him to get that early rescue onto the puppeteer and get an immediate hit. Was not rescued with tight turner, and that is back to the manor for this survivor.
Honestly, this is going to be a really hard game for B4U survivors, but it's okay because, again, you have to just focus on getting 1-man escape and not getting 4K. That's going to be the key point here in order to B4U to stand a chance. AI is saying that there's a 28% of 4K for Akka, but that also means more points in case of a draw. So let's see if that's going to be the case. Beautiful flywheel by Schmidi, and then going invisible with the 1 again. No more 1s to be used. Schmidi has used up everything. So Akka is going to finally down Schmidi, but it's okay because the rebound kite at least helped that third cipher to be at 90%. So ciphers are not really enough, and it's a really big map. So I'm saying Akka has the advantage right here to get a W.
The good thing for the side of the B4U survivors is the fact that they're still both at full health. We're going to utilize the pocket watch right away to avoid getting hit and trying to buy a little more time so they can finish up that 70 and 40% cipher machine. And he's being very patient, utilizing all of his pocket watches. We'll be taking a chip hit here and getting that rescue before half.
Beautiful play right there. Schmidi is gonna go down almost instantly, but fortunately, Roland still can rescue one more time. But without any items, I don't know if he should still go for it because right now, they have to focus on finishing ciphers. But this is where things get very dangerous. Akka knows that no one's gonna come and rescue Schmidi. Oh, changing to abnormal. That's it, guys. Akka going full aggressive, fully committing onto abnormal. No last cipher, only at 34% so far. But Leanne gonna come in for that
misses the
rescue,
cage.
Professor. Oh my God, just walking through. Leanne's like, okay, I'm just gonna go through. And the
Wonderful
beautiful
scale.
scale. But oh my God, Schmitty is gonna expire very, very soon. But he's gonna get that free rescue. Beautifully done. The Tide Turtle is gonna buy enough time. And now you can see that first officer is finishing that fourth cipher. But the fifth cipher has been abnormal, so things are gonna be really, really dangerous. Schmitty right here, just trying to still kite. He's still kiting. He's just wasting time right here at this moment. Last effort is gonna be popped. Schmitty is gonna die at the corner, just trying to make sure that the last cipher is not being interrupted. But honestly, this situation is super, super dire. They need a sixth cipher somewhere far away.
Right, it does look like Roland has finally started the cipher machine towards the shore corner, and Elian is going to be feeding the hunter tinnitus. He is at full health, so if he utilizes his scales well, which he did when he was coming in for this rescue, allowing him to be at full health, it looks like he's going to be able to. Oh, he misses his cage again!
Nice,
But
nice,
he's right in front
beautifully
of him
done.
and will be able to get the hit onto the professor.
It's okay because if he can still buy enough time, he still has scales to work with and flywheel to work with. He can buy enough time for Roland to. Oh no! Oh no! That's not going to be enough time to employ the flywheel, and this might look like a 4K on the side of Aka because now Roland has no items. Roland really, really should commit to finding one item in the bay, and if Leanne struggles free, it might be an opening for them at this point. So Roland really, really needs to find something out of the chest, maybe find a bot, find a football, a pad, that would definitely help him in the long run. Although my personal favorite is the doll after all. Yeah, I think the
abnormal,
doll
their
is my
cipher
personal
machine.
favorite. Yeah, that abnormal really sucks. It really sucks.
Back down to
Yeah.
25%. The other cipher machine at Shack at 46. They did do the complete opposite two cipher machines on the opposite corners to try and keep the ciphers as far apart as possible and keep themselves as safe as possible. But right now, Aka
Nice.
is having quite a lot of. He's wasting a lot of time trying to look for Roland, so that's allowing
Beautiful.
the professor to heal up, and he can also crawl to a different area. And if he
True,
allows,
true.
if the side of the survivors allowed Professor to almost bleed out,
Tinnitus,
and
oh
he
my
gets
God.
back up,
Roland,
hits him, then
Roland,
they can get that
get away.
dungeon escape.
Oh my God, he still cannot find Roland. The tinnitus
No
has not
tinnitus.
propped. Yeah, beautiful. And I like what Salty Sugi said. Never say it's over till it's over, because remember that happened with
Oh,
Zeta, that
crows!
happened with MRC.
Roland
but
has
no, the
crows!
crows are gonna reveal Roland. Leanne has to stand up right now. He has to make that play right now and try and decode the cipher. But it doesn't really matter because Roland can still take one more hit. He has a mini scale to work with. So honestly, that next hit is gonna matter a lot. So they know for sure. One fact is Aka cannot change his trait anymore. He's stuck with that normal. So that might help him a little bit. The mini scales needs to be timed really, really well. Oh, and he's just gonna block the scale. It's not gonna be used in time. The reaction not fast enough. So no. Oh, there. Roland's gonna go down. Still has exit path, so that's good. But Leanne's already recording like 75% onto that last far cipher. So the idea might be he has to chair. He has to
It's
chair.
85%. It's almost. Oh no! It looks like he's gonna leave the cipher machine. He's gonna be a little safe here, and since he is chaired, now he has to go for this rescue,
Dungeon, he
or
can
he
go
has
for
to
the
wait
dungeon.
till the
Oh,
first
no,
officer
it's really
bleeds
hard.
out.
Yeah, that's
But the
true.
hunter looks like he already found him, so it's gonna be a very hard kite for the professor. Wonderful
Nice.
scale pushes the hunter back.
Beautiful reaction time as well. But now this is gonna be really, really hard. Oh, the terror shock's gonna happen. Valiant effort.
We can see that Roland has the most hunter containment time at 84.
Agree. It's definitely the first early kiting, not less
Much, hopefully. We'll see.
hopefully. Like stop
Hopefully.
here will be sandwiching the Goatman
Just everyone has to just kite as long as possible on their own. There's not a lot of support.
Ishan, right, coming in. That's Gami Amnello, and we'll be commentating the second half.
And it looks like he's going towards the middle, and he will be running into Umpy. He has tinnitus, but it's not the survivor that he's looking for, or they've already transitioned out. He's going to the walls here, but there's no survivors in the vicinity. He does get tinnitus once more, so it is going to be the archer that will be taking the first chase if the hunter
Uh-oh.
does end up finding him. He's doing such a good job hiding behind that rock.
Yeah, beautifully done. Like, that's the art of kiting. Hide first. If you can hide, you get discovered, then you run. Oh my god, Sprinter really is playing against an explorer right here because Auntie tiptoeing. Oh, it's finally gonna be got caught off guard, but beautiful back step going on right there. And the laceration is gonna be almost 100%. Doesn't really care, but now Auntie knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows that he just needs to kite through. Beautiful flywheel coming in. Auntie has survived that cage, and now Sprinter. He still needs that first hit, but Anpi so slippery, and the pallets land. Anpi onto Sprinzer. Sprinzer, you gotta calm down a little bit. You gotta make sure that you do not let the archer set the pace because you are the goat, man. You are the goat. So right now, Anpi is surviving another cage trap. So beautifully done by Rechecks. Gummy, beautiful kite.
She's utilizing the pallets incredibly well. She's getting ready to utilize her archer's bow, but it's going to be finally taking a chip damage. She still has enough resentment so he can cage her once again, but she's slowly running out of resources. She has 2 more bows left to utilize. He misses his swing again. The laceration effects are building up once again, and he's not able to get the hit, so he's just going to take the stun. 2 Cypher machines have been completed. The last one, the third one will be... he blinks and he finally gets another chip damage on the archer, but she's still at half health.
That's already a 3 ciphers kite by Anpi. He's already won for his team in this early kite, right? So even if Anpi goes down here, which he still hasn't, he's finally gonna go down finally. But Gummy, look at how much time he's bought for rejects right there.
Yeah, and he's right and next to one of the survivors, Rioli. He has Tide Turner, so he can definitely come in for this rescue. The survivors are not afraid. They're starting up 3 Cypher machines just in case. And it looks like the Magician will be forced to take the rescue here, but he's looping this area, so he's not going to go for that rescue until it reaches half or he takes a hit.
Oh my god, this is looking like a very hard game for Sprintzer because the survivors are pressuring the ciphers so much. The rescue is gonna happen really well, and not to mention Anpi still has a second chair to work with, so plenty of time for him to kite, to buy time, and Rowley just trying to block off with the one, but the presence of mind coming in doesn't matter. Last effort is going to be triggered, but Anpi is going to try and die all the way towards the river. And oh my goodness, what a time to be playing right now, because look at the ciphers. Gummy, last cipher remaining.
Yeah, we can just see the 4th Cypher machine has been completed. City is already coming in for the rescue. It is the first officer, so he's going to utilize that pocket watch. And even if you cage him, he's going to have a hard time hitting the main body. And he's going to just take his time here. Oh, is able to get the chip damage onto the first officer. Now he's going to go for this rescue and is able to rescue. Oh no, he's going to buy even more time. He's just waiting. And he's going to utilize the last of his pocket watch. Oh, he's waiting for the Cypher machines to be primed as 83.
Oh no. Yeah, he's definitely trying to play it safe, but Sprinter, his cage is going to be broken again and again, and this is really an occurrence where it's like, if your cage keeps getting broken off like this, it's going to be really hard. Anpi's going to go down, but Cypher has already been primed. They're not even gonna bother because it's only a 25% chip damage. 4-man endgame is guaranteed right here. Gummy. Rechecks showing why they are the #1 IGL team right here. It makes Sprinter's Goatman feel like it's being toyed with at the moment, but Sprinter, he cannot allow the 4-man escape to happen.
Alright, Cypher machines have been popped. He is not going to lose sight of this archer. He needs to at least ensure to get that 1-man elimination. He is going to finally be able to get this down onto this archer after the Cyphers have been popped, but the exit gate is being opened. It's already at 80. It's reaching 90. He's going to be able to chair this survivor. He does have teleport. Are all the survivors? Rioli is still in the middle, so he can get 1 more man elimination. He doesn't have tinnitus, so he doesn't know exactly where this magician is. 1 survivor, 2 survivor has
Everyone's
left.
going through the back gate and Rioli going through the
dungeon.
dungeon. But Gummy, do you believe in rhythm of pacing? I believe you don't normally see him misplace his cage. So I feel like it's just really a
Sprintzer to take the lead, and then having the survivors. Yeah,
that can
every
be
time
yeah.
You go to a pallet or to the coordinator and the mercenary.
Yeah.
So on the side of the survivors, we see 3 flywheels, 3 bar.
All right, do it. Go big or go home. Sprinter, the clown, Let's see if that clown is going to be the one hunter that helps him get that 4-man elimination, because he definitely needs it right now in game number 2. Looking for his first target cities in the vicinity, but he obviously wants someone other than Rowley and Anpi. So Soba's actually in the vicinity. Rowley's around the corner with a flare gun ready to use. But honestly, I feel like he really wants that priestess first. He's gonna spot off that blood trail. Soba's gonna take that first chase. So let's see if Soba will be able to buy enough time for him to go. Oh, going up that first play. This is actually a very, very hard place to kite against a Hullabaloo. But no, that's gonna be that first white bomb onto Soba.
He has a lot of distance so far, but Hullabaloo can catch up. He doesn't have first presence yet, so she is able to make it. Oh, she's going to utilize her second, and that's the last portal for the time being until the third one charges. She's going to utilize her vaulting speed and will be able to make it back inside. Oh, she doesn't have knee-jerk reflex, but another bomb has landed onto this priestess. She's trying to utilize his clone. She's going to flywheel to get to that pallet, and she's going to walk right through.
Probably gonna just take that first hit. Doesn't really matter, because right now he still has one more portal to work with. It's gonna be a little bit of a game coming in here. Oh, very bold, sir. Very, very bold. One more white one is gonna do it. He's gonna be cancelled off. He's not even gonna be able to go through. The portal was cancelled, and now Soba's gonna be on that chair. So Gummy, good start so far. I mean, it's 2 ciphers, 2.5 ciphers going in, but hey, at least you got rid of that priestess and the portals.
Right, so a pretty good kite on the side of this priestess. He did kind of walk around the map to look for her. Cedar is already in this area, but he has one in order, so the hunter knows exactly in what direction he's coming in from. He's going to utilize that elbow pad as soon as the hunter gets close, so he's just going to be waiting around the middle, trying to land another color bomb onto this mercenary.
Unfortunately, not going to be a Terra Shock so far, but he wants to go for the double down, but beautifully done by the mercenary. One more. Oh, he's going to use that. He's going to use that pad just to run away, but the warp is going to help him catch up to it. Soba trying to go back through the portal, but that's not going to happen. Soba is going to go down very time soon now. But beautifully done by Sprintzer. Because of his really, really decisive and quick action, he's going to be able to stop Soba from going back into and just downing him straight away. So this time, nice job, Sprintzer, getting him down for the second time. But the ciphers are a lot of progress. Actually, there's progress on some, but nothing too threatening just yet. Oh,
And a stun gun from the coordinator. She's going in for this rescue right before the priestess expires. We can see that the mercenary is also being healed up by the meteorologist. Hunter doesn't want to lose sight of this priestess. He's going to be able to land the black bomb on her right away. She's hiding very well behind this pallet. Wonderful pallet stun, and able to transition away.
I feel like everyone here just wants the pallet slam all the time, right? But now the bot blocking coming in on P trying to do it, but it's a Hullabaloo we're talking about. Oh, it's going to be pushed away a little bit more. Soba has a portal. No, does not have a portal to work with. And he's also going to be kiting, but the beautiful flywheel coming in, just trying to buy a little bit more time. Soba still has one red bomb, one white bomb left in order to go down. But ciphers are going really, really well. The third cipher, the fourth cipher are almost going to be done, but so is Soba. That's the first person going to be sent back to the manor. 3v1, 90% on the fourth cipher. Oh, God. Do you think here, Gummy, he should commit to changing into abnormal some point in time?
I think it's a little late for abnormal because we have 3 healthy survivors, and on top of that he doesn't have detention, so things aren't looking too good. But it looks like his next chase is going to be Rioli. She just utilized her stun gun. She picked up a pocket watch though. She was able to so it looks like she's going to be taking this next kite, and she's going to be buying a lot of time with that pocket watch as well, trying to get another bomb on her with that clone, but can't really figure out which direction she's going in.
Yeah, not really, because of the pocket watch, right? And that's exactly why I hate playing against someone carrying pocket watch, because the mind games are real. But now that the clock effect, hypnotism effect is over, Rowley is going to be kiting next, still at full health. One more white bomb's going to do it. Oh, beautiful flywheel! Canceling off the effects of the white bomb. And they are still at full health. The ciphers are both going amazingly fast. One's at 72%, the others are already at 70%. It looks like they're gonna prime both ciphers. Oh no, the pass slam's not gonna happen here. The trapeze trying to catch up to Rowley, but Rowley doing amazingly well. The white bomb is gonna solidify it, but he's still kiting out of his mind. Oh, he's finally gonna go down. Unfortunately, the cipher has not been primed yet, but Unpeak already making a beeline towards where Rowley is. And the dungeon is around this vicinity too, Gummy.
And we can see Umpi's coming in for the rescue right away because Cypher Machines are primed and you don't want to get caught off too far away from this chair, especially against a Hullabaloo. He's going to be able to down the coordinator. Cypher Machines pop. She's right back up 3-man endgame situation. She has no items, 2 color bombs on her. She needs to avoid the black zone. She's hiding behind this pallet and Spritzer's trying to force her to vault. She's able to vault pieces and is finally able to down this coordinator. And he needs to make it to the exit gates. They're going on both directions, so he can still get a 3-man elimination. But
oh god, he has to
health,
he has to use it now. He has to use it now. He has to use it now. He has to use it now because City is going out. If he doesn't use it, then that's gonna be a wait. Masonry can still go in. Masonry can still go in for the rescue. This might be a chance right here. So Rowley is going to be rescued by City, and now Unpi is the one that's going to take the kite. But honestly, it's already at 98%. He's just toying. He's just toying at this point. It's like saying that, hey, oh, no, the gate's not open yet. But peekaboo, 2% more, it's going to be open. Ampi's going to go down, but doesn't really matter because there are 2 survivors that are running amok. RC City is still at full health. He can definitely come in for the rescue if needed, and he can also use the pads to run away if needed as well. So Ampi right here has flywheel to work with. Oh, he's going to allow the struggle to happen. Careful! Don't forget, there's a dungeon nearby here. Gummy, will Ampi be able to escape through here? Are they confident enough to say, leave the house, leave! Leave the gate. I'll be able to kite. I still have a flywheel. No, I don't have a flywheel. Sorry, that's gonna be it. But still, even Soba joining the fray, it was just amazing.
It's okay, Sprintzer. This time we'll take it. We're gonna.
But right now, one thing's for sure, Aka is going to go with here we have it. Opera Singer is gonna be spawning between journalists and the fire.
With Nello bringing you the commentary for this match.
And there's so many in the game. Alright, Aka rocking left and right, trying to make that dash towards the closest target. Schmidi would be in the vicinity of where he's trying to go, but Schmidi's already making that rotation away. Doesn't matter because we're anticipating that either Schmidi or Lian will be taking that first kite. So Schmidi, now or never, that's going to be the first balloon being employed. Aka's, with that right charge hit, is going to remove that first balloon, but it doesn't matter because Schmidi has already gained distance thanks to that. So Schmidi going through the window with a knee jerk reflex that's going to give him a little bit of speed boost here, although it might not be a lot here. Oh my god, almost getting hit in the process here. Put down the pallets. No, he's not going to put down the pallets. Schmidi's going to put down the pallets this time. Break it, use it probably one more time. That's going to help a little bit more. All right, beautiful. There's another pallet waiting here to be used. At least force out the blink, you know what I mean? Oh, he's gonna go through. He knows Schmidi's not gonna put it down. And now Aka, within 3 seconds, will have a blink ready, Gummy.
Going back to the remnant and is able to down the fire investigator right away. A lot of mind games. He was being very patient at pallets. Aka realized he was being very patient at pallets. He walked right through and got the hit onto the fire investigator, then surprised him with the remnant and got the down onto him immediately. Cypher Machines, all 3 of them around 50%. So another a little early down. It was a very good kite, but then again, it is Opera Singer and she is very scary and very fast. It looks like Roland's coming in for the rescue.
Yeah, Rapido and Furiosa, which means fast and furious. Roland has to be careful not to get hit. I know not to get terror shot, but obviously with the Opera Singer, it's a little bit harder to get hit right here. But Schmidi in the vicinity has no pallets to work with. He's just gonna get ready and get hit here, and with the help of last effort, is going to be able to at least make that rotation away. Good job though, getting that balloon back. That's gonna buy time for him. But for now, Gummy, look at the Cypher progress though. Second chair.
We have one Cypher Machine completed. Second Cypher Machine will almost be completed. We have progress on the 3rd and 4th Cypher Machine. They've started off their 5th Cypher, so they are working on their Cypher Machines. They're changing the Cypher Machines around because he's of the placement of his chairs and they might have to rotate. But the thing that Smitty did while he was on that tie turner was he did pick up his airbag, so he's looking for that potential in getting that rebound kite. We're gonna have the journalist. Oh, she avoided the hit and she's gonna be able to get the rescue. Now she's able to body block, so that's gonna give him the rebound kite opportunity. Oh, she flywheel, but the hunter walked right through and got the hit onto the fire investigator. So
yeah, that's very unfortunate.
The last chair for Smitty.
Yeah, that's true. Very unfortunate, but it's okay because now... Oh no, Lian stayed a little bit too long here. Not sure if that should be the case. You do not want to get injured, but it's okay. The teleport's going to come back here. And that's going to be the end of Schmidty, gonna be the first one to be sent back to the manor. But thanks to that containment time, at least both ciphers are at 50%, right, Gummy? So there's still hope. There's still hope for a draw. They just gotta play it
But
right.
unfortunately, she's going towards Roland, the only half-health survivor. Oh, she's gonna
Oh.
blink and get the immediate hit. So he's gonna be going down. He needs to die far away from this last cipher that has 58%. They're just gonna start a 6 cipher machine. They're not gonna push their luck. They just need a 2-man escape. So if he can just buy a little more time on this chair, push those objectives, they will be okay. We do see that the 2 survivors are still at full health. Lucky Guy is utilizing a bot. That's why we see an extra cipher machine.
That's true. The bot's gonna die out really soon though, so he's probably not gonna use it until completion, just to give that tinnitus at the late game. So smart move, guys. In case you wonder, the tinnitus is really useful coming out of the bot.
Oh, no.
So green.
He was looking at a chest box, but then the hunter saw him, got the hit onto the Lucky Guy, and he was able to utilize that elbow bat to at least get that rescue onto the mercenary.
Beautiful.
Oh, he avoids the hit, so he lives a little longer, playing a little mind games, dodging back and forth. Okay, it looks like he will be finally getting the hit onto the Lucky Guy, but this is good. They're taking turns on the chair. The mercenary was on the chair. He got rescued. You don't really want to go after a mercenary. He has that delayed damage. It's going to be the first chair for the Lucky Guy. The 4th cipher machine's almost complete. Last 2 cipher machines at 50, so it's not quite over for the B4U survivors.
It's not quite over indeed, but no more resources to be used. Only 1 more camera to be used by Lian, 1 elbow pass to be used. Don't forget, Green has no more items even if he gets rescued here, and no borrowed time as well. So Lian coming in for the rescue. That hit's gonna register, but it's okay because it's gonna be a before half rescue. But now Aka just gonna pursue onto Green. This is actually a very, very weak kiting area, so this is going to be hard. Aka teleporting back. At least the pallet's down here, so that's going to help a little bit of time. But Lian is also in the vicinity, so has to be really careful. Not sure! Oh no! Trying to use the little buddy to body block for Green, but that's not going to
Oh,
happen.
look at the cipher machines. It's
So
almost
fast.
primed. They're gonna have to rescue right away, even if it's an immediate down. Aka might
No borrowed
know
time on
this.
journalists,
He doesn't
though.
know. Oh,
No borrowed time on journalists, so how are you going to
my
rescue
goodness.
here? How are you
he
going to
has to
rescue
use the
here?
little Orphe. Did she use the little Orphe already to go for? Oh, he's gonna utilize the little Orphe and go for the double rescue. He got the rescue. Oh my goodness, he took the hit. He took the Lucky Guy.
No borrowed time.
Oh, he doesn't
No
have
borrowed
borrowed
time. Everyone doesn't have
Cipher
borrowed
machines are
time.
primed.
Yeah, only Mercenary has. This is very unfortunate. But you know what? If they can get a 2-man out here, that would be amazing. The dungeon is actually next to the bot, but already the trump card is also ready to be used. So honestly, I don't think they can rush the gates just yet. They probably need to
Yeah.
go and buy time and open up some chests, get some resources. Roland!
Oh,
Beautiful
Pallet
pallet
stud.
slam onto the face of Aka, but Roland's not out of hot soup just yet because that's gonna be, oh wait, Lian's in the vicinity. Aka knows, will this be another 4K? It looks like it's gonna be another 4K. Roland is still running towards the vicinity. Yeah, the delayed damage might help him survive a little bit longer. He still has exit path to work with. So honestly, Lian should not be spotted out at this point. He needs to survive long enough until Roland's up. But Aka saying, no siree, I'm gonna shut the dream down right now. Because if Aka gets 3K here, that's it. They win 2-0.
Yeah, and there's not much Elian can do because he's at half health. He is waiting around that dungeon, is potentially trying to get at least a one-man escape. Oh, but will be going down with that pallet. And that will be the 4-man elimination for the side of Aka.
As well, Lian kited so long, 110 seconds, but unfortunately 2-0 against.
I'm off of the survivors, and that also ensures that even if they make it to
3, 4, and 5s. But as we see here too, home team will be given to ACT as well. The stats comparison, Georgia, if you wouldn't mind.
Will we see it again? And unfortunately, we're seeing AC. Yep, Crow, you can go ahead. Please.
We're good.
Yeah, as we see RC banning out the Red Church and the Chinatown. ACT.
First officer might be the best chase because that's what Aka has done during the.
Yeah.
First chase might actually be Lucky Guy. What I worry. Oh, we're gonna be able to see Flywheel Titan on Fire Investigator Flywheel.
Let's do this, Aka, with this Hermit from the get-go. This is our grand finals first match. So I'm just excited, but at the same time nervous for Aka here. He's heading straight for the Lucky Guys who predicted Kuro, and still out of sight, out of mind.
It's such a long distance pull too. We already have 2 pilots here broken down, meaning that survivors can decode for a really long time before Sen even gets that first hit. It's currently Instinct's potential, also with Wanted Order Hunters, Instinct, and of course Panic. Sen, having an additional elbow pad here just means more corners can be pulled. But that blue mark was brilliant from Aka, as finally we landed our polarity.
Yeah, literally on the edge there. Amazing, a precise aim from coming in from Aka. Zen trying his very best here. We do see that he still has yet to be stunned. Flywheel will be up in about 2 seconds. He has an elbow pad. He's pulling even more distance now, Kuro. As we see, the Cyphers are moving exceptionally well.
But now the issue is no one can body block for Sen. We're on blue, beautiful flywheel here past the pallet as we no really vault over the window just yet. However, we still have Tramsenpai nearby who could potentially buy us just a lot more time. So for Aka right now, if we don't connect, this just means Survivor gets a free 20% decoding progress as the dodge came in so...
The timing coming in from Zen, the moment it was shoot out, he just went up the tram. But we'll be seeing a hit here, unfortunately, and he will be able to get that speed boost. The veteran speed boost will allow even more distance coming in. We're seeing the first skill popping in as well. Cypher progress so good right now.
Oh, but the blue there lands on time. We've self-hits already on the side of Aka, but if there is a basement, that just means this is really bad. Can we teleport on? We just locked Sen out of the entrance. Nowhere left to go. Basement is our only retreat option here, as finally that lands with a stun, and Sen will go down in basement for free for Aka.
Kuro, just a quick question. Was it a mistake that he accidentally dropped down into the basement?
I think he did want to dodge at least some sort of polarity orb there coming from Aka, but it wasn't really the best here, especially if it's Hermit, you know? Like, a lot of survivors do these as a hit there, finally landed on towards first officer. We're going to go in for the rescue here with only barely a chip damage landed on. But in this case, it is quite an early rescue, but the earlier the better it is as we force Lucky Guy out. Meanwhile, Levin can also be safely returned outside too.
Yeah, I think as of now, ACT, the fact that they only got 1 hit coming out, right, it's just great already. Now let's see how Zen is going to be performing after the second rescue. And looking at our Cypher progress, we're looking at a pretty good healthy rate here. As we see, first officer will be decoding, and I believe Antiquarian will be coming in.
Oh, the survivors did a good job there, honestly, into switching polarity the moment that Lucky Guy got red. However, right now we're still missing quite a lot of Cypher machines just because it's Hermit too, so it will be slowed down by quite a lot. It is definitely tieable here for Aka, but from the side of survivors, we're at a point where it's like if we made one mistake, Aka can just easily get this from animation because it's still warp. We're gonna play mind games here, Sai coming in for the rescue.
Yeah, and he doesn't have flywheel. So, doesn't have tight turn, what I'm talking about, as we see him trying to just get that distance away from Zen here between Aka and Zen, as we see the hit, the down onto the anti-current. So no harassment coming in. Cypher is not enough. Zen, does he have a flywheel? He does.
Ooh, no hit past the pallet. We're able to get over that on time, but no self-assist used from the teleport. First off, the cancel body block. There comes Aka, and down comes the Hermit. And the hit will register, but it's okay. This man's still alive. Cypher machine here, 4 Cypher, 81%. Meanwhile, the 5th is at 50%. 1 more blue is all what we need to go down. But this is such a hard place to contain up against. That's a dodge from Sen. We vaulted over on time. And can we kite for a little bit longer? We still have flywheel. The mind games. Sai coming in for the backdoor rescue.
Antiquarian's coming in.
Ooh.
Can stun. He stuns for the first time. Zen,
we changed
flywheel
to
already.
red.
The stun comes
We
through.
changed. But it's okay. It's okay, Sai, body block side. That's a nice swipe down. We need 1 more. Cypher machine at 72% right now. At
Still
the
not
most
enough.
No teleport ready.
My gosh, XY doing such a good job distracting the hunter here, and now getting the hit onto XY. Zen still lives for another day. Cypher at 82%. And Aka, it seems like he might be a little lost here, as we see Zen pulling so much distance all the way to the geisha area.
Oh, but there comes a teleport from the side of Aka right now. Stand near the dungeon. We've 2 pilots here to work around with. We didn't get anything on towards the guy. Can we potentially get a little bit more? We dodged so many things. That hit over came true. But all what we need here. Can we pop? We popped! And there's the disarm. We didn't get any pilots on there, but it's okay. He can't hit here just yet. As the survivors run out, everyone has borrowed time excite for Fire Investigator. But the gate is still pretty slow.
Yes, very slow, but both sides are being pushed, which means that at least 1 gate will be open here. Warp will be up in about 2 seconds. And right now, Aka, who is he going to focus on? Zen, it seems.
Oh, that's still a lucky guy currently a half health up, but if we get a red, no one, we can't really body block blue here. 5 Vestig going down, 5 Vestig will go down, but lucky guy still stays up alive. Cypher Machine currently at 90%. 11 has to be very careful as we finally pop open the pocket watch, but it doesn't seem like Aka wants to look for it anymore. We are being very careful here, but we managed to dodge that one just on time as well, but this is looking like a 3-man escape as the other gates at 99%. We're teasing Aka here a little bit, or maybe the polarity just wasn't enough here. However, there is still an upstairs area. We see 5 investigating healed by anti-Korean. 11 can't come in for the body block, but it's a beautiful 3-man escape from ACT. The anti-Quarian this time came in so clutch as Zen finally will go down.
Of containment time coming in from Zen, just with the lucky guy and the support coming in
Here as well with the current points. It's currently 3-1 to ACT.
Bro, what do you think of this? Who has the upper hand here?
We give corner house towards Puppeteer, but the potential here could be one of Force Puppeteer.
He opened up the shack area, and that means Jinjin might not be able to put it. I'm not wasting any time. He will be pushing his ghost towards the center area rather than the Puppeteer, and main body will be heading to where the Weeping Clown is. And Weeping Clown is rotating towards the graveyard, so that shouldn't be a huge issue here. Rowley is already opening the ass pellet area, and Cyphers are being pushed.
We have Instant Potential alongside with Max Home Tier Berserker, but of course the first chase will be Gravekeeper as 22 stacks on our hands. However, it's still Gravekeeper at the end of the day here once again, so let's not forget that this is still a very decent containment from at least guaranteed 90 seconds.
Yes, definitely. Now we're heading into the 40-second mark into the game, and still potentially chasing this Gravekeeper here. CT. God, that 100% scare.
But we missed our first hit there though. No, we didn't miss it. We just wanted to bait out the mini shell shock, but right now City very stable here. We didn't get that mini shell shock out, but that's okay. 1 second until our next shovel is ready. We could get back in.
Yeah, he is another shovel. So now looking into this, we're almost at our 70-second mark, and still no survivor down yet, and surfers are all looking pretty good.
But 42 stacks there from the side of Gravekeeper. We saw as well there Flywheel being used by Puppeteer for some odd reason as we hide underneath the tram here just for a little bit more support and just for a little bit more kind of a leeway safe spot to be into. We're gonna bring the Phantom here towards the gate shot stop just in case City gets on, as he did here too. So we could potentially leech on towards Toba, or we could just teleport over here first and slowly make our way.
Yeah, and you mentioned 90 seconds. Now we're heading into our 100th second into the match, and still not a down on the Gravekeeper, and he can go into shovel mode again.
Oh, that's a beautiful dash from his side, but no more shovel left on our hands to use. Ooh, a nice revelation there for main body. But it's still okay for now for Zillinjo, because it's definitely still very tight guaranteeable. If we look at just the Cypher Machine kind of locations here, we did get... Ooh, Oompy coming in for the harass. Did we get it here on time? We did! Wow. That's a holy one, but it's still a hit down for City, but that's so much time, Bosh. Oompy from downtown!
Yes, every second counts here, and Oompy definitely making God's work here with that single rocket. Gravekeeper unfortunately will be chat at the basement. Second, fully skilled Ivy here with a blink. So Oompy gotta be very careful here. A single mistake and it will be it.
We can blink hit down here from basement. We need to make sure we time this very well from the side of this. Oh, hold on a second. We should be able to get a hit. Are we holding blink? We're not holding blink. That's really bad here from Dylan Joe. The Cypher Machine's being decoded so fast right now. Weeping Clown does not have Tide Turner though, however, so are we maybe gonna look still for this rescue, or are we going to sell?
If they sell here, then there won't be the potential chance for that 3 escape. We're seeing that blink hit onto the Weeping Clown. Oompy trying to make a mad dash for it, but he will be running away. Cypher is still not primed just yet. Last Cypher at 80%.
Can't really blame Oompy there. He's done well with the rocket dash. However, with that leech onto his basement, it will just be an immediate teleport from the side of Zilinjo. So that's a very, very good utilization of our items. We're going to be able to get our corruption transference here as once again that goes down to Weeping Clown. Cypher Machine currently at 90 as Rowley wants to be the next one to come into rescue. But no one has borrowed time. No, it's not borrowed time. Tide Turner. So endgame here might look really messy for RC.
It will, and Weeping Clown, we gotta mention this, he doesn't have any items for endgame. Flywheel is still on cooldown, though Cypher is prime, and plus Ostracon will be at that Cypher now. So things are just looking rather difficult for RC to gear up for a 3 escape. Right now, a tie would be potentially at best.
7 seconds left until our corruption transference is ready. Oh, nice taunted there, Soba! Brilliantly done as a speed boost to get out of Ivy's range, but the teleportation goes towards the wrong side of the map right now as the exit is currently at 27%. We're going to get that aeroplane to decode it instead just because he's the one that has jetpacks here still left on his hands to use. But here we can't see, right? Puppeteer still has another 5 seconds before we can leech on towards him, and he's still at full health.
Yeah, really annoying, you know, just all the map control coming in from Jinjinjo, but this is what we expect for the end game, for the IV. As we see this, none of them are injured. They might want to buy out this detention period, and maybe they might have a standing chance for 3 escape. That's what we saw yesterday at Arms Factory. So Jinjinjo trying to scout out for that single survivor, but out of sight.
Out of mind as well. Because like now we're at an issue where it's like there's 72 seconds of detention left. There is still 40 seconds of blink. So at least the good news is we can still blink someone down with detention. However, Jinjinjo, he can't hesitate for so long because if he does, he might just see what happened with Sprintzer yesterday. So we want to avoid that, especially when we're at such a great advantage point. Now we're in a scenario where we can't find anyone just yet. Everyone is currently still hiding, and Jinjinjo doesn't want to leave the area. So by here being nearby, but he can tank a detention hit. So let's not forget, it's still very scary for you to chase after Puppeteer.
And one thing to note now is that the dungeon is at the fake gate area. The detention will be up in 30 seconds. All of them are fully healed, and only the Whipping Clown has no items to work with.
But it's okay because we can still go after this professor instead. There is blink ready on our hands to use, but if we blink here, we need to be very careful. Can we maybe force something out here? Or we need to make sure that we can at least... Oh, revelation here first! Ooh. No, the flywheel comes out first. Rowley wanted to predict, but there's really not much left we can do in this scenario. Detention will be over. However, I don't think they can come in for rescue. There's going to be 3 Ostracon laid out on this side of the map.
Yeah, it's a good prediction though, we gotta admit. Rowley with that flywheel, but if only they had a Titan on Hyakuro.
Yeah, but Puppeteer's coming in. That's kind of the one thing we weren't expecting. The boat gates are currently open right now. We're going to be able to get the rescue on time. And that's going to be the body block. No, that is a body block from the side of our survivor. However, once again, this professor can still get leech. We can't forget he still has a mini shot attack on his way to use as well. There's dungeon nearby here too. We got the revelation. Oh no, Rowley wanted to dodge it. But I think that's probably the best attempt we can do.
Yeah, but it's still a good job. Well done. It's a good attempt, you know.
Time the Weeping Clown at 57 seconds. Professor at 4.
As a team, they did a very good job. ACT survivors did interesting as to how it's gonna go. But let's look into our map band factory.
I thought it was place to contain with such a long window too. I feel like maybe Joey wants to see how
brings an insolence and the window block as.
Alright, here we go. The test begins as we're going to see how well this breaking wheel can drive. It's not a joker compared to before, but see here, getting straight towards that window right now as we will be able to save him, make it true. Joyu changing his form towards human form as we finally do lock that window. However, another window here is locked ready too, but just seems like we're playing mind games with ourselves.
Exactly, as we see Soba already rotated to another window. This is just very easy. First skill hasn't been popped yet. There is very low chance to get that spike onto Soba. Looking at his maneuvering, and look at him just absorbing the owl on the bottom left.
It's already at 25% speed boost here from the side. Ooh, nice spike on Soba, but the owl is ready for us to use. Soba owl will be dropped down here on time as a hit there will be registered just so we can be a bit closer towards window as we lock it, changing back towards wheel form.
Yeah, confined space now, that's communicated. We're seeing the bird at 80% and flywheel is ready. So that second spike, unfortunately, flywheel's the extended spike as well.
The extended bike's just expired. And here we can see as well. So can we dodge this one? We did with an owl. Owl number 2 comes out. And of course, so bad. The window is ready. Oh, we got the spike though.
But the speed boost coming in now, blink coming in, trap thrown, but no trapped survivors. Soba still gets the hit regardless, but looking at our ciphers, almost a 3 full cipher kite.
Well, Soba already has another half owl. Oh, sure, on the outside, I'm not too sure about this. It's because basement's usually better to get more spikes, and now with 2 Titans on this field too, first officer is already nearby. We could potentially look for a backdoor rescue here, and I do think that probably would be for the best as well. The better health you maintain, the better it is for the survivor. Soba slowly making his... No, it's not Soba. City slowly making his way in.
Oh, just a free rescue just like that. Now Soba still trying to kite for his life here. We're seeing that he's still absorbing that owl. It's at 50%. So even if he downs here, by the second time, if he gets rescued, he can get another owl to work with. Now our 4-5 Cypher still has yet been worked on, and yeah, the burst happens onto Soba.
Umpi nearby for the harassment. It's not bad. This is kind of where we talk about, ooh, the flywheel was a little bit mistimed, but this is where we talked about Archer before, right? We're now outside of the range, and Archer can still pull that bow and arrow to deal even more damage. Even when we pick up here, it's going to be instant stun. And that's kind of one of the scary things about Archer here. If you know how to play her well, it's always going to be very doable in any sense. But that is a beautiful terror shock. As we see here, Umpi wants a little bit more stacks on towards this survivor. But if we just stand still, I think it'll be fine. That's going to be another heart rate. Not too sure about that. That's another vault over. I think Seer has his third owl.
I think he might. Oh, almost there at 90%. So Soba might be able. He will use it at the second time. He will use it in his second round here.
Ooh, Archer!
Oh my gosh, 3rd time in a row, and the bird support coming in. So Soba able to kite for the 4th time, I think, as we see the Cyphers all geared up potentially for that end game. Series hasn't even sat on the chair for the 2nd time.
Oh, but Magician doesn't have flywheel, no need your creep flex here, so Magician will be the next best chase, but it seems like we're going to go back straight towards Soba here once again. We've already consumed all the owls, but it's okay. It's still tie guaranteeable. It's here. Flywheel will be used. And no, we didn't dodge that spike, so we will still go down, unfortunately speaking. The dodge! As we're finally down towards the corner, no items left on the side of survivors, but the Cypher machine is primed.
Yeah, doesn't even matter here unless nothing. It's just nothing. Just chair the Seer, rescue him, Cypher pop. Somebody is already at the gate because there's 4 survivors, and that could be it. ACT with this breaking will pick at Arms Factory seems to be hurting them in the end, but the Cypher was popped.
It's okay. It's because Seer doesn't have borrow time, so you know it's fair enough. Like we want to utilize that Titan time as well. But right now, if we don't go straight towards the other gate, it's kind of bad news. Umpi on this side right now, still trying to get rid of his spikes as much as he can. But I think that's currently primed right now. We don't know where Umpi is. That Tinnitus has finally been lost, but can we maybe find a Seer here once again? If this returns as a 4-man escape, that's going to be really bad for ACT. We're moving our way in. 3 survivors currently on the dash towards the gate. It's a mad dash towards heaven here as Archer's on his way, but not Joe.
Is he sure about this?
A bit too much. We don't even know where Seer is.
This is very risky. Okay, wait. I think he sees him now. Yes, he sees him now.
Yes, okay.
But he stands up. The bird is only at 60%. Not quite enough.
Yeah, nice blink down, but I think this will mark the end of this game. Breaking Will just wasn't the best choice.
Absolutely. As we look into our match stats first, we're seeing 106.
We need another tie game here from ACT to chase.
Yeah, but the map pressure here will kind of sum
towards the back, meaning it will be a little bit hard to...
For survivors like ACT, they have brought full kiting build.
Alright, a tie game is all what Aka needs here to bring the points back. We're going to go straight towards middle here with our Phantom form. We're going to go straight towards Junkyard entrance, as it seems like now Sen, as the Acrobat, will have to leave this area. Meanwhile, our Rescuer at middle also has to be careful too.
Yeah, a lot of map pressure coming in. You mentioned that the Cypher, the map pressure at the start might be very strong, and we're seeing exactly that happening. As we see that Aka, I think he still has yet to see the survivor that he wants to chase.
And like the Cypher machine hasn't been decoded just yet, aside from Mercenary, who's starting it right now. There is a 20% Cypher machine initially by the Barmaid, but it seems like Barmaid here will become our prominent chase. We have to be very careful in how we play this. We're rotating straight towards Junkyard Ruins, but Aka's main body is quite far away. We want to kind of lock Barmaid before we leech on towards her, but even so, I feel like if that's the case, it might be too long. Can we get a revelation? We didn't. Brilliantly done by Xiaoyang.
Yeah, crazily done by him as well. Now, looking at our Cyphers, they're all being pushed, all 4 of them. maybe 3. But Vomit is within this area. There's a lot of windows, pallets to work with. We're seeing the speed boost coming in. XY heading towards a very safe area again.
But once again, we can't forget, it's 50 stacks of revelation. We blink ready here just about on time, but no revelation here from Aka's main body. We're going to try to get a little bit more from our side here as well. We can't bottle over anything here just yet as the hit here finally will register. I don't think the villain can be drunk here, but if we decide to drink it here, that just means time to get a flywheel. We need a flywheel. Barmaid! 98 stacks of flywheel! That's not what we were looking for, but it's okay. There's still distance to pull out. Barmaid barely managed to do it, but it was Aka's biggest mistake there. When he used that revelation, he didn't get it, but it seems like the Barmaid will be healed up just on time. We can't get it, so it can Dublin, but it's okay. We're gonna lock the ciphers first, and Barmaid's kite was successful.
Yeah, what a hot hitter pick, right, with this IV. But we're seeing XY living to see another day as he gets his second hit, still surviving, and our cipher progress Kuro is amazing.
From the side of Aka, we just missed our revelation. Xiaoyan did such a great job, and now the airbag comes in. True, we're gonna wait here just a little bit, just in case something happens, but it's okay. Airbag speed boost. Need your reflex from the window because we're within range here. 3 cipher machines about to be done. We leech on towards Barmaid here one more time, but the airbag did the airbag do anything? It didn't. It pushed ourselves towards the Barmaid, and there we go. There goes down Barmaid. However, 3 cipher machines are done. It's a good pace here from the side of ACT.
Yeah, ACT geared up to potentially have a potential 4-man endgame period. Let's see what Aka can do here to turn the tides to his favor. Gogo will be interrupted by this Ostracon coming in, and Aka is not gonna scout for survivors.
Ooh, this is really bad from the side of our fine investigator, but at least there's no damage rescue here, so Mercenary can rescue here one more time. Barmaid, on the other hand, we don't have knee-jerk reflex ready just yet. This Ostracon still another 15 seconds before we can dismantle it, and Xiaoyan, we're finally on our way out. 29 seconds until Flywheel is ready. Nice 40 seconds of revelation, but we don't have Corruption Transference ready just yet.
We don't have it at all, you're right. As we see Vomit still... Ooh. The hit connects, unfortunately. But XY is at the other side, so there's gonna buy a little bit more time for him to get Chad here. Most likely gonna be at that corner area, but let's see who can come for this rescue. Mercenary?
Definitely. It seems like Merc is on his way towards the back. We can see him bottom left-hand side of our screen right now, but I just want to say Barmaid, really good job here onto running as far away from his survivors as possible. Go Cypher Machine as the fire investigator cannot be leashed on anymore because we have an airbag right in between us. So we're currently stuck in between 2 balloons, but that's okay. 11 here coming for the rescue. A lot of pressure here from our mercenary, but it's okay. He can take a terror shock hit, and that's what he's good at. That's what we've chosen to send, coming in for the backdoor rescue here as well. But we need to make sure the body block comes through, so it's so much pressure.
Yeah, what a smart play, and what a smart team coming in from ACT survivors as well. Buying so much time right now just with the hold and the let go of the chair. So right now Cypher is at 93%. It's gonna be prime soon, and XY very close to flying out, but it should be a rescue anytime soon now.
We just have to make sure body block here. We couldn't get it on time, so the pop has to be initialized right now, but it's okay. Everyone's at the gate right now, but the Phantom form is also there too, so Aka will not allow you to perform any more further than this. But we can't forget, Aka is still on a time restraint. He does have Blink, however, which is the good news, but we'll go right now by himself. No dungeon here nearby. We're going to be able to teleport over as the flywheel came through 95 stacks, as we barely got rid of the Ostracon that were within us. However, dungeon is currently near the middle. We don't have any airbags left to ourselves to use, so this might be a little bit harder here to say. I don't think we can make it towards dungeon, as Blink is also ready up to. Aka Blink down for the guaranteed safe tie, and that's all what Aka needed for this one to bring all the points back.
Yeah, and we are back once again to ground zero with the score points here.
And containing towards Shaka as well, where the fire investigator is. But once again, the top 3 hunters are still available to use with a Goatman, Opera, and...
But from the side of RC, seems like they will be having their hunter up first. They
against his team comp. Patient first chase, leaving out the 2 other rescuers, slow decoding. So we might have to route towards first 4 stop, where we do annoy meteorologists a bit.
6 build on the journalist, 3-9 build on the...
Okay, Alf, this is our first game here, finally in the grand finals. We're gonna go after 11 here first, who's playing Gravekeeper. But let's not forget, the moment you hit him out of the shovel, that's an immediate stop towards second stop. But that's such a beautiful vault down there. As the pallets here has been dropped down, 11. Let's just see how long we can contain here. As finally the 2 pallets here has been broken, 20 seconds in towards the game.
Chasing a rescuer here, so at least Cypher's outside will be pushed. 11 getting that first hit onto the shovel instead, sitting onto the tram. Believe that the second stop was pressed, yes. So Gravekeeper will be heading straight to the third stop. Zen still has yet to touch the Cypher.
But it's okay. We've wasted so much time from the side of Operas here right now. Everyone's at a relatively safer location. Side being a little bit closer nearby here, leaving 4-stop open for the rescuer or potentially patient here to use. Alf, once again, seems like he really wants to go after this Gravekeeper.
Yeah, really locked in on this rescuer. As we see Elf still able to get within the farm. No mistakes made here. Meteorologist will be the second chase here, as we see her already safely into 4th stop.
But you see how smooth Alf is with this Opera Singer as well. Already caught up here so fast, so the pilot here will be forced to be dropped down. But now Meteorologist is still confined within the same area. We might need to use Clouds here once again. But the blink missed! Alf was so close on that, but there's really nothing we can do in that scenario. But it's okay, so I can go back towards the 4-stop to loop once again. And this is such a hard place for a Meteorologist to kite as well with no items.
No items indeed, but missing that swing, unfortunately. Meteorologist is able to get that speed boost from that pallet, able to rotate towards the other side. So Elf, just taking a lot of time trying to down on this survivor, is now changing targets once again to 11, putting that pressure on, but the shovel just in time.
But so much item here consumed from Survivor side. Meteorologist, no items. 11 buy yourselves around. Yes, there's 2 pilots left here to play around. But Shadow Dance back, come and get a hit. No hit over. A little bit unfortunate. Alf could not gain another speed boost there. But now 11 has to be very careful. We can't get Terror Shock there, so we'll have to take that hit. But at least the Cypher machine is almost 3 Cypher done. But so much items are currently depleted. This Meteorologist is useless now.
Oh, and got out of Shadow Form, unfortunately, from Elf's side. But 11's just buying so much time. Look at the mind game. Winning against Elf.
But it's still fine. 11 doesn't really have anything else left to use here, so we're just gonna... Ooh, missed a hit, run as far away as possible. Can we maybe get the ball here on time? No, it's a slow vault, unfortunately. But even if it's a slow vault, it's fine. Look at the ciphers right now. It's in total 340% cipher machine decoding progress.
Yeah, and look at the blink cooldown. It's almost halfway through since he missed his blink, and that was supposed to be his first hit. But this is just a game geared up for ACT right now. They have it in their pockets, and they might have a 4-man end game. High chance. As you see Gogo rotating towards this chair here. Does have a Titan to work with. A little boy is also in action here. Let's see.
The hit there will register, but we do have some Shadow Dances left to use. However, they will dissipate right now as 11 once again going in towards one of the corners. It seems like he wants to... I'm not sure with this rotation because he wants to go to a corner, but it seems like all the Cypher machines are near Godkite, near 2-story. So it just seems like he wants to rotate away from here first, and we can start decoding that 40% Cypher machine on this side.
Yeah, as we see 11 also down at the area where it's gonna take a lot of time to get Chad. So this creates such that Zen is already in the area. He doesn't have any Titan to work with. Cypher's only at 50%. Can Elf potentially force an early rescue here? But it seems like he's just gonna focus on the Cypher instead.
But that's okay. We don't mind her from the side of Journalist because then she has 2 pilots here to play around with. There is Blink ready though. If we want to Blink, that wouldn't be a bad option here. But is our normal going to come out? Are we going to have normal? Alpha normal say that's direct kick towards the Cypher machine. But that's okay. Back to rescue here from the side of Survivors. Gravekeeper is finally out. We have 3 Survivors here to body block side. Open an additional new Cypher machine as well because we don't have any additional items left. But now here comes the issue. It's a single hit hunter we're up against. That's a great hit on towards the patient as we're finally be able to rotate out. But we have to get past 2 body blockers here from the side of Alpha. It's going to be a lot of pressure from our side. We're going to be able to get some sort of harassment here from the body block from patient, but here once again it's gonna be vault over here from the side of Meteorologist. We've got one window, not a lot of that spaces, but can we get a hit there? Zen once again, the side dish didn't go through, and the recovery comes through as well.
And Cypher is at 60%. They are still trying to push for it, but now the hit through the pallet connects. 11 is left all alone here, but Elf will be chairing Zen instead and create potentially an opening going towards the basement. 11 possibly is gonna heal up XY, and Cypher at 80%. Are they gonna go for a pop straight away?
I think they should. In this star it's a bit hard, but we see bottom left here. Gogo is very nearby right now, but if Al finds him, it might just be a bad idea. Gogo wants to stay at the back looking for the tie game because he has no items left. We want the Meteorologist to actually rotate out here first, but this is a bad idea if Meteorologist wants to come in, because in that case it's still an opera scene we're talking about. Potentially speaking, we should pop here. We see footprints from the Meteorologist, but Alf knows that there's 2 of you nearby. The chest is open now by Gravekeeper. What
Yep.
can he find from his lucky box? If he finds an elbow pad, that's a huge potential for not jetpack, an elbow pad in for the rescue. But let's see here. We got a syringe!
Crazy luck. But I'm not sure if the syringe is gonna do anything here, but let's see, the two of them are trying to come into the basement. A drop down hit here, and that might be it. It's very risky. Not sure if this is really worth the risk, as we see Gravekeeper heading down, trying to go for the rescue, but okay, he's able to get the rescue. Tight turners, in fact, nobody's at the gate. Journalist is not in this area. Nobody's in this area. The drop down hit once again. A double down situation. Two of them. And Elf knows exactly where two will be downed at.
The issue with the survivors really now is the fact that, okay, Patience is going to run further away, but the gate just started being opened. Alf doesn't have teleport, so from the side of ACT, even if it did pop there and someone kind of healed, it should have been a guaranteed tie. However, I feel like with them coming in for the rescue here, they potentially speaking wanted to see whether or not Alf knows that there's a dungeon nearby. But in this case, Sen is very still close as well. So I don't think he'll be able to actually avoid Alf's deer hunts. So we should be able to see him up right now as we've managed to get this beautiful tie game.
Yeah, beautiful tie game indeed. Considering the start and how it went through the match.
Instead, however, we'll move on towards the match stats here before we talk about anything else. And then cheer the meteorologist, and even if the Cypher machine does pop, you can have the Gravekeeper
To what you're saying. So just keep talking. And
being carousel. Fire Investigator probably won't be the best first chase. I feel like
a bit of a Dream Witch. For Survivor side, they do have 4 flywheels.
okay, it's a moving Dream Witch now as we make our way towards, it seems like, City. We're going to ignore Coordinator for now since our gun doesn't really do much for us. However, the biggest issue of it all is going to be the Knight, who can predict you and buy a lot of time for the survivors. Right now, we're going to be able to see Trump Attention alongside with One Thrower, Berserker, and of course, Max Hunt.
Alright, so City. Already placing the first pellet down there, but nothing really happening here. Judge and Joe might be able to get the main body hit onto City, but the rotation, the kiting route coming in from City is doing very well. City's spawn follower has stopped moving, and Rowley coming in with that block.
We also see the speed boost here after the nullify blocks, just because of the fact that, you know, a Knight can only select one character to predict, so it is unfortunate, but your followers consider as one separate identity. As we see here, right, it's going to be Patroller coming in just about on time for the bite, as let's see if our follower is close enough. It seems like it is, but we might have to give the free leecher if that's the case, because if we cancel this one once again, it's just going to be so hard for us to do anything more. But City towards the back right now, no, it's over. It seems like we managed to fly with the last bite.
Yeah, so forcing the basic hit there, the hit coming in from the spawn follower. City in a great position. Now the second patroller coming in. He should be down here. No flywheels to work with, but 2 pallets only.
But it's such a long pallet area. I'm not too sure we can actually bite on towards this. Can we bite out? We did manage to bite out on time. Okay. That is a definitely follower of Knight, I guess. We love the Knight so much. We actually got it on time with such a long animation from the vault there, but we're able to get double attack prediction there at least, but it seems like Knight should be able to get that block with a bit of a speed boost here too. That's nicely done by City, as our Cypher machines are closing up the 3 Cyphers.
Very disciplined coming in from Chinchonjo. As we see, the third Cypher will be popped soon. We only have 1 Titana in this matchup here, which is on the Aeroplanist, but he seems to be quite far away, so Rowley might be coming in for the... Wait, sorry, he is actually in the double star area only.
Well, I mean, to be fair, from our spectators through, they're all kind of white outlines, so it's a bit hard for us to see. But Wanted Order is on Fire Investigator, however, and we do see Oompi finally on their way in as our aeroplanes. We have Flywheel and Titan ready on our hands to use, but we do still have to be careful with the rotations here. It's currently 340% decoding progress in total, as Oompi's rescue might just be a little bit late, as we're going to drop down that patroller first.
Patroller will be able to bite onto Umpi here. He does have a jetpack to work with, Flywheel as well. Cypher is progressing very well, so if a rescue can happen here with that Titana, we could potentially be seeing a 4-man endgame here. Umpi, still upstairs.
Yeah, but as of now, if we gotta head on towards Umpi here because he just uses item, that's fine, because our City is just going back towards the chair right now, so Umpi actually can't rescue. It's a brilliant chair camp here from the side of Dreamwitch. Realizing that now, no one can actually come in. Umpi wants to go for a backdoor, but I don't think jetpacks here are enough, so he's gonna look for the Cypher machine here first. As Umpi here one more time, no borrowed time, we can't forget. This is a survivor that's currently the one that's most in danger. So let's not forget here that Titan did not come out, however, Flywheel did. So if we actually go after the Aeroplanets right now, this could lead to a 3-man elimination.
Yeah, the 3-man elimination that he wants for this matchup in his own map selection. As we see, Aeroplane is still buying a lot of time. Won't be an instant down situation, it seems. And 6 Cypher being worked on, and our 50% Cypher on a standstill.
Ooh, Jetpacker coming out here just on time as well, as we're able to make it towards the double pallets here near the V-shaped area. However, once again, Umpiyo facing up against the Max Hunt Dreamwitcher. We couldn't get the hit. That's a nice vault over on time, as that's our Divine Savior Grace. Extra Cypher Machine currently 50%, so bad nearby as well to provide a little bit more harassment. But Umpi with only 1 jetpack left, we still have Tram here to use, thankfully.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources left here for everybody, so things are just looking pretty good for RC to potentially tie things out. Whether they could get a 3 escape is still a big question mark, but they will just pop that Cypher, and Umpi unfortunately will be down here.
But it's okay since Dreamwitch is so far away from the gate right now. Even if she tries to make a run for it, she wouldn't be able to kind of nullify the gate opening speed. So now, right now, I think we still should be fine overall. It's just more or less with the gate currently being at 60%, it should be a guaranteed tie game here. It's very nice containment from the side of Umpi, as we were able to contain for such a long time to guarantee this tie.
Yeah. It's just amazing kiting.
With our aeroplane is 68-second kite with 190 coding progress. Our 9
that he chased the knight at the start. Do you think that was the right choice? If he picks like a spider here, blue as well, so we shall see what's it gonna be, whether ACT is also geared. Yeah, so this creates an opening for him to either chase the magician with, as we look into the personas first.
Okay, it's gonna be magician on
Elsa's Hullabaloo, and seems like he will be locked in with Gogo's magician, just heading straight for him. And we're seeing Gogo, he's also aware that Elf is right behind him.
Magician first chase is something we probably did want as well. However, that's going to be a movement speed letter there given towards Magician. Could not dodge the first mud ball, unfortunately speaking. However, the second one will be dodged successfully, as we did consume one of our illusions.
Yeah, the double surprise coming in from Elf as well. Great prediction. And Gogo still able to kite it out for now. Does have a mud bomb you mentioned, and yeah, able to get the white one as well. Now within the red one, he managed to get the first hit onto Gogo. Very fast hit.
But for Magician right now, we do have red bombs on our hands to use. No more double surprise though, thankfully speaking here, as we finally did open up Dash Insolence. But right now, we're stuck at such a hard corner. It's so hard for this Magician to rotate unless the flywheel comes in clutch.
Alright, so no fly will be used here. Now the Magician one was used. Double surprise missing out, unfortunately. The black one missing out as well. And still, we'll be getting down here.
It was just unfortunate from the side of Magician because we weren't actually within the mud ball range. Like, we were in snowball range, but not the mud ball range. But the flywheel was definitely nicely timed. Cypher Machine currently 80, well, not 80, but 88%, 61, and 70%, as we are around 75 seconds in our game.
Yeah, just really locked in when it comes to this, as we see 11, yeah, coming in for the rescue, just in the outskirts, trying to get as much time being bought out here before the rescue actually happens. Elf is still holding on to the warp, so let's see how this warp might be put into action here to potentially give him the upper hand in this matchup.
But this will be an after half rescue, unfortunately. We're able to rotate the Graveyard here, it seems, but it might just be a backdoor rescue from the side of Graveyard. This is so good for Graveyard. We're going to be able to get the stacks from Laceration. And the no damage rescue here once again. Archer came in clutch, but the question is, where did she come from? Now then, Magician, we're going to go back straight towards the containment area here, as we have no items left on our hands to use. The biggest question here is, we just need to go to a corner here once again. It is a Hullabaloo, so it's only fair.
It's definitely fair. And looking at our ciphers, fifth one still untouched, but they definitely do seem to gear up potentially for a maybe 3-man end game. If the fifth cipher can, it will be around 20% when Magician is. Oh, Magician is really flying back. So right now things are just looking slightly towards, I think, Elsa's favor, maybe towards a tie game. Now the warp is being played into action here. XY managed to vault, no window boost unfortunately, but does have a flywheel to work with.
Oh, but this is going to be the matchup we're looking for right now. We're running straight towards the Hunter's face as
Aiming.
X-Like how we get. And
Shoot.
ooh, we did get something, but the speed boost isn't enough as we're able to land it Alf. That's all we needed.
Full acceleration.
Easily, we got a wipe out, but no, the stun. We've one more jump over. That's going to be a dash back here immediately from Archer, but is it going to be enough as we're going to be able to land the red ball? One more mud ball left with the dash over. Last year, just done one more time. Archer, hard stun. We
Wow.
got it. That's the charm on the Hullabaloo as we're able to get towards the staircase here one more time. A bit more time, Bob, but once again, the backdash and the vault over, but once again, it's Alf who gets the last laugh.
Yeah, pretty intense matchup there from XY, but yeah, this is just a crazy gameplay. We saw so much of the laceration coming through, but yeah, Elf ultimately comes up on top. 11 in the vicinity, does not have a tight tunnel anymore, but the shovel will be put into good use here.
We have to get Gravekeeper to dash in with a shovel here. Even if we get hit, I guess we could take another hit, but it's potential that dashing is usually better to save our items, but that's going to be second shovel there used instantly as well. We are just missing one more mobile left on our hands to use, so the Cypher Machine is currently prime. However, there we go. That's going to be hit their rescue, but Gravekeeper here getting targeted. I'm not too sure about this when Archer has no items left.
Yeah, we'll let the Archer off the hook for this moment here. Trying to tunnel down on 11 instead. Wants 11 more than the Archer. So, Elf will be carrying the Gravekeeper here. Archer, we see her on the bottom left, drops down, slow walking.
Oh, Alf didn't see. Did Alf see? Hold on a second. The question here is, did Alf see that Archer's already at the back? Because if he did, it's going to be so huge. That just means that he won't trap these upstairs and save his trapeze for later on.
I feel like he saw it. He feels it. It's the hunter instincts as we see that he's just gonna rotate around. He knows exactly now warp being used here. XY being pressured right behind. Jumps over, unfortunately.
But there's gonna be a snowball there. One more red ball on the hands to use. Double surprise is not gonna be able to land here as Archer able to get back. But it's okay. One dash over it. Got him on time. The Cypher Machine did pop. We're gonna go for the rescue here instantly. We need two more balls, but no double surprise. That's gonna be a great people getting up. Archer's still ahead right now. We still have flywheel to use in 2 seconds.
Another red one.
Can we get a red ball here on time? Can we get a flywheel? We did it. And that's Alf getting the Archer down. But it was a before half rescue. No one at the gate yet.
No one's at the gate, but Zen is closing. And Gravekeeper, we see him on the bottom left, is under the bridge area. So there's someone in the middle. If Alf decides to hit for Zen, at least there is the Gravekeeper to come for the rescue. But here's the thing, the double surprise will point out the nearest survivor.
Alf, we can't forget what happened last year. We found Gravekeeper here finally. There's one pallet there being dropped down in this area. However, restaurant is where Dash Dungeon is. Survivor is going to be able to get at least a one-man. The question is, can Gravekeeper somehow dodge all of these? We double surprised. Didn't land. We're going straight towards the background now, but there's no dungeon here, so Alf will be able to secure a beautiful 3-man eliminations, which is what he needed. And there we go. The bomb lands. And that's a 3-man for Alf, a huge leading victory towards the selection of RC's map.
As we see, looking at the containment time, our first kite
RC.
And somehow,
However, since Alf did choose Hullabaloo last game, why not go Hullabaloo this game? It gets its items safely and fast. So there's a still huge potential.
So this is going to be game 4, second half at Chinatown between RC Survivors versus...
Alright, let's see here. Hullabaloo going straight towards Rowley, whose Meteor is already walking, trying to hide her footprints. But for Meteor here, the question is, we will be able to spot her from the back, but she's already run so far back right now that there's no point for our Hullabaloo to go after her anymore.
And Sinjo doesn't really want to go for the person under the bridge, MP. As we see him just kind of in a lost situation. No Tinnitus being propped up here, Soba will help the Tinnitus being propped up here. Double surprise putting in as well. Soba on the lucky guy does have a flare gun and the elbow pad.
Pressures on the lucky guy really isn't the best now for Ninja because everyone can't decode at a relatively fast pace. We have 2 items for usage as well and a hotel area to loop around in. We want to try drop down a double. Oh, we did land nothing on towards that double surprise. So by here once again can easily rotate out. We could even consume an elbow pad here just to get away from the range, but nope, that's gonna be a red ball there landed as it seems like the catch up is going to be here.
Yeah, taking a relatively long time to get the first half of the hit onto Soba. Soba doing a good job establishing that distance as well. Now the double surprise coming in again and another white bomb. He will be getting it, but 5 wheels out of the area.
Unfortunately speaking, we couldn't cancel it, but the wall!
Oh!
There was a wall there! Just went.
I didn't even see the wall, bro, but I guess there was because Joe moved exactly towards the direction in the split move. As we see, Lucky Guy trying to buy as much time as possible, but the first hit still registers.
But it's okay. We land the mud ball there. There's a snowball and a red ball there. We want to try to get towards the window, so that's going to be snowball going down. But where did the wall come from at that corner?
I need to see that again. I actually need to see that again.
That's definitely going to be a part of the highlights, but right now it's going to be Mercenary upstairs here who can rescue right before half without worry as well because it's an upstairs area. But we're going to vault over here up First City. We're currently at a really bad spot here. We're going to be able to land the blue as we're going to be, not blue, mud balls. We're going to be able to go down for no damage rescue. It is a bit of an early rescue, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about it anymore as 2 elbow pads here currently has been consumed.
Yep, as we see him just buying so much time here, but the Titanier is still in fact. If he's able to kite beyond the Titanier, that would be the most worth it game here. Trade here for RC. Yep, still missing it out.
Okay, no, it's fine. There we go. There we go. I was a bit worried that we wouldn't be actually able to get much. However, from the side of our Hullabaloo, it is still trump card. So let's not forget, abnormal cancel happened. Umpi Cypher Machine will be locked there one more time. But it is an aeroplanist with a tie charter. For now, RC is looking closely towards a tie game. Oh, wow.
Able to execute that perfectly. Umpi also used up his levitation and the push from his jetpack. Able to get that rescue, most likely. Very safe one, in fact.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a no damage rescue, so right here we'll just go down towards the corner where it's a lot harder for us to actually chair. In this case, then we might actually be able to force out the trump card from Dungeon to maybe potentially go for a teleport. But since it is still on a 75-second cooldown, as we just used warp earlier, that may not happen.
Yeah, and that's alright. Ciphers are looking pretty good, very healthy. Meteorologist is still on a full bottle to work with. Mercenary 1 elbow pad, and Aeroplanist has the jetpacks to work with. So they are geared up for the end game once it starts, as we see City trying to pop that center Cypher. But seems like it will be on a sensor at 65% instead.
Once again, Joe, we're looking for City here. That's going to be double bombs there, landed brilliantly, as we're just missing one more snowball left on our hands to use. We can't forget, we do have double surprise, as that finally did. Oh, that's not a snowball, it's a mudball that we've left. However, like, in our case scenario, Meteorologist does have rain clouds ready to heal the Merc. Also, at the same time, Meteorologist here being nearby, with full bottle on our hands to use. So, up against a max presence, it's a bit harder to kite, but it's definitely doable, as that red ball did also land too, right in between. As of now, no one's willing to decode. I think in our case, we just want to look for an item for Merc.
Yeah, I think that would be the most important for them to potentially play this slowly so that it reduces the number of chance they give. Now, Rowley is giving that to Nidus alongside Umpi, and Umpi's, I believe his tracks will be seen here by Jinjo.
Oh, but it's the fact that we didn't really see Meteorologist on their side as well. However, we want an aeroplanist to come in instead. We're potentially looking for a warp here when someone gets the Cypher Machine done. But that's going to be City here, spotted out instantly as well. City, we have to be very careful. Ninja not willing to get the warp out here just yet. Maybe we actually didn't see him on time as Rowley finally starting that last Cypher Machine at Lantern Gate.
Yes, we see the double surprise, trying to find out the nearest survivor. Rowley trying to push another Cypher, right? But this is the thing, the Cyphers are actually seems to be quite close to one another, so it creates a situation where RC, they can't do much.
But Merc is at least looking for an item. We got an extra elbow pad here on our hands to use, so that's at least some sort of good news. However, if you do hold up that warp item, that's a nice pushback. Or Rowley could just tell his teammates where they are. However, City here will be spotted out instantly from the crows because no one was decoding. And then once again, we're going to teleport over here instantly as well, looking for City. But that's going to be aeroplane is towards the backside. Nice elbow pad out. But I don't think we can actually get towards the winner. Double surprise ready in 2 seconds. Could we, City? Could we? We red ball. Nicely done. But Cypher Machine is currently primed by Aero.
Yeah, still not quite enough. Rowley tried to come and decode, but ultimately they communicated that Ninja will be heading back to the center Cypher. So, and ends up the Cypher just increased by a little bit, now at stagnant at 78%, and they don't want to decode the hotel Cypher for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's because it's too close towards the Cypher Machine here at the 78%. But going back towards Mercenary here, who is around 64% healed, we did give a rain clouds out towards Umpi. He's finally under it right now. He definitely needs it the most. But once again, we're at a scenario where it's Rowdy. We finally got found here. Merc, self-heal has been used, and the chase will begin once again.
Yeah, and this time around, Rowley only has a flywheel to work with. There is no more bottles to work with for him, and we see another red bomb, and he will be getting his first hit. Mercenary still manages to use his self-heal here. Flywheels through.
The Cypher machine is going to be decoded quite a lot. I feel like Merc can actually get that done on time, but he's going to retreat here for now, since it's not the worst case scenario. What I do have to be careful about is Merc not having borrowed time, not having exit pad anymore. Finally opening that Cypher machine here, actually a hotel, as you mentioned before, Chocho, should have been, you know, this one that's open a bit earlier on, but now Joe's waiting and his teleport is ready.
Yes, so it creates another opportunity for Junjo to turn things around to his favor, but seems like he just gonna loiter around the center cipher still and allow the hotel cipher to be pushed.
But the longer we loiter, the worse it gets. Cypher machine at 70% here because 2 other survivors are currently decoding a city, being the only one left here on this map. On this side of the map, excuse me, we're going to be able to get the hit there instantly. Even if we do pop here, let's not forget about one additional thing. Someone does have to come in to rescue, and it will have to be the aeroplanist. Unless we pop here instantly, that will be a different scenario, and there we go. The pop here will occur. No detention, as Umpi will be found. We're dropping this one near the dungeon!
I feel like the game plan here is that because he doesn't have self-heal, so we'll just leave him down there, but I didn't expect the dungeon to, yeah, right on top. But MP will be getting the chase here towards the end game, able to get the first hit onto him. The flywheel has already been expanded, and the gate is on a standstill.
Because we see bottom left, Mirage is coming for the heal here. So from the side of Arrow right now, yes, Arrow doesn't have borrowed time, but one more double surprise. Will this land? This will not land here. That's a very nice usage of the cooldown time during attack recovery animation. But just means that Merc can heal up on time, and we can teleport to the Merc. Both survivors now going separate paths. Rowley towards the back of Corner House, City towards the gate.
Yep, and Junjo has the Tinnitus being propped up here, and this is Meteorologist. No items to work with, only a flywheel. Mercenary City should be able to get the gate open, but I'm not sure whether they're gonna prioritize on... Oh, yeah, it seems like on the bottom left, we're seeing him running away from the gate. Towards the gate. Okay. That scared me for a while.
So right now we're at a point where its dungeon is at restaurant. Mercenary currently still open a gate right now. Can we maybe teleport over instantly here? I think teleport will have to do. It's currently at 70%, doesn't it, Joe? We're currently stuck on time right now. Still looking around to look for more people, but no. Rowley has a dungeon nearby. The gate is opened. 30 more seconds. And it's basement for Rowley. Rowley hiding inside basement right now. Doesn't Joe might get confused at where the survivor is. But here comes the Tinnitus. Can this Hullabaloo find this little mouse in towards the basement? We're looking from the side. If we look at bottom left, 1 second when a double surprise is ready, can we locate her?
That's the big question that we have here, as we see Rowley already making his way to the bottom, to the dungeon. Unable to stop him, it seems. Doesn't have a flywheel to work with, so this guarantees a tie. MP with 76 seconds of containment time, Rowley on 80 seconds, and City Cypher pop, and that is the main objective of the game. Now we're looking into our Survivor first, so exactly like you've predicted, we will be seeing Elf coming up.
Heroes with us today.
Yeah, it's gonna keep us on the edge of who do you think, or what do you think Elf should go for? E6 build. So this is gonna be a potential last half game 5 first.
Okay, Alf. This is his first. Could potentially be his first international win as we go straight towards Sen. Sen Professor first chase. We're running towards the outer side, throwing potential with claustrophobia, a berserker, and wanted order, and the chase will finally begin.
So they decided to go for the archer. So leaving all those three together, chasing one person at the big boat, still unable to get much any wax onto Zen at all.
But we still vaulted down. That's gonna be a free attack hit there. Unless we're gonna recover on them. Can we? We couldn't. Alf, that's so big right there. Such a bad slow vault here from the side of Sen. Now we can lock the pallets. And then Sen, yes, you have Shell Shock ready to use. But we're a wax artist, what we're talking about right now. We're able to vault over there on time, but it doesn't matter. No knee-jerk creep back, no speed boost. 96 stacks, base, no and Sen goes down. 51 seconds.
What an opening coming in from Elsa's wax artist. Now looking at our ciphers. Not a lot, 150 if we're going to be counting in the Explorer pages. So Gogo, I think Gogo, it's not Gogo, 11 will be coming in for the rescue. We're seeing him on the bottom floor, first level. running up the stairs, so there wouldn't be much of a drop down hit. Elf, not sure if he manages to catch him off, but if he's able to get an early rescue, it will speed things up for him.
Oh, Alpha could potentially go for a double hit here. Double hit on towards 11 wouldn't be such a bad idea. First hit on towards Gravekeeper. Can we get it on towards Gravekeeper again? We can't. So now it's straight towards Zen. Drop down hit. Is it possible? It is. But no, it's going to be a stun duration there to Asai. That's going to be the item coming in here. But it's a wax artist we're talking about. Are you sure about this, Sai? That's going to be a lot of items consumed there. We might need some stun. Can we get some stun? We did. That's a hit. But we didn't cancel our attack, unfortunately speaking. But now we can stun ourselves here instantly. And Warp can come true. Now he stacks on towards the Professor right here. We have Blob Wax on our hands to use Blob Wax, but no Heart Strike on towards Sai, and that's gonna be a stun, but no, it's okay. It's a cancel there from both sides, but we're gonna lock the window first, and Al gets the upper hand on this fight. Flywheel is ready on the side of Zen. Flywheel is but he got in between the pallets, and the pallet will finally be broken. There's gonna be Explorer nearby, and the Heart Struck from the Archer one more time. Only one crossbow left on our hands to use the Archer back here once again with us. We need to body block here as much as we can, but the back step here came in true. Archer will go down for our Professor, but this play was so good. We have to change targets.
Yeah, there was really nothing Elf could really do there. So much of the full laceration stun coming through, and XY really played out of his mind here with this Archer. Zen will survive for another day, decoding that cipher nearby. Explorer was sitting on the bottom left, coming in for the rescue. Does have a tight turner to work with, so let's see how safe this rescue can be, because this is a second skilled wax artist we're talking about.
Oh, Explorer, we're on our way in right now. We fly already on our hands to use. Let's see how fast we can get towards the chair. We're gonna get one just down. Alf got it on time, but can the flywheel come up on the flywheel? We didn't hit the chair. We got the rescue on time. Oh my god, Explorer! As we got the hit there, it's gonna be a body block here. Explorer running away. Sai not going to her shack right now because we don't want a double down scenario, but it will still occur regardless of what happens. In our case, then Gravekeeper with wanted order. Go Cipher Machine. They're being locked, but now. Can we get sent to backdoor heal?
My goodness, everyone playing out of their minds here. Crazy mind games and so much discipline coming in from both Elf as well as ACT survivors, especially Gogo with that flywheel. Now 11 will be potentially just giving that to Nidus, I suppose. Nobody can come in for this rescue anyways. Cypher progress. Fifth one is actually getting worked on by the Professor, so still, I feel like things are still looking on the bright side for Elf.
Gravekeeper can make his way in towards the rescue. Yeah, but he has to be very careful. Because if we get... Oh, can we maybe get a pushback here on Alf? If we can push him. We didn't push back. We didn't even shell shock the Gravekeeper 11. What happened with the rescue? Send pop open his cipher. But Explorer finally finding a little bit more pages. But this is going to be a 4-man elimination game. Teleport is ready on the side. If Explorer gets a 55% page, it's a teleport. Alf, go for the teleport. No, the cipher machine popped here first. We still have warp ready on the hands to use. The other two are going to meet up on heal. There's a potential there. But the moment we see the cipher machine shake, we can go. Alf could just go. He knows Explorer has pop open an extra 50% cipher machine on the other side. Go is now still decoding. We can't teleport to look for Explorer. We did, and there we go. That's the man, the myth, and the legend. The pallet was dropped on the wrong side. Explorer down, and Gravekeeper after half rescued.
My goodness, I'm not too sure how ACT can potentially come back from this. Elf will be dropping the Explorer on the ground. Does not have self-heal to work with, so this forces survivors to come and heal him up, if any. But Elf, I think he sees the rescue potentially happening there, but nothing much he can really do at this point in time since he's already expanded his teleport. So yes, ACT, how are they gonna come back from this, Kuro?
They can't. I don't think they can. They're not even heating up right now. Sen's gonna be found here first as the Professor. Gravekeeper backdoor rescuing, but found as well from 11. We don't even have our mini shell shock left. That's gonna be the cipher machine. They're locked instantly. No decoding progress for ACT. They want to go back and maybe look for Explorer's page, but that 6% page is not gonna pop open a cipher. Both survivors coming in right now. Alf can just lock the cipher machine behind you, so they can't even come in. 11 just by herself. Sen trying to go upstairs to decode, but this is such a lose-lose scenario for ACT. There's not much left on their hands.
Yeah, as well. And just 11, just very tough. Everybody just stuck in a tough spot right now. And 11 will be able to get that hit onto the shovel instead. 99% cipher.
100.
99%
Alf,
Wex.
we got it. We got a hot box right here. We're gonna have to burst him down easily. And the hit come through into the
Oh,
box.
missing it.
Instantly as well, but Gravekeeper are playing mind games. There will be a shell shock down. Nothing left on the hands to
gone.
use. A pick up for Alf. And the teleport-ready Sen is in front of us, but the dungeon is there too. Alf just has to drop this one down in the middle and teleport over, and Sen's right there.
Sees him.
Alf, it's a 4-man Alf! It's a 4-man, and Sen is right in front of us. There's not much left for ACT to do. There's a Gravekeeper still on the ground, no flywheel. We shell shock first, beautiful shell shock first then. Still trying to fight for the last of ourselves right now. We're gonna check that pad drop down on time. Still flywheel left, Can we flywheel this one properly? Alf could just lock open the cipher machine. Flywheel came in from Sen, but it wasn't timed properly.
Nothing he can
Good
do.
night, Sen. As you will go down, 11 finally getting up. But
All right.
nothing left to use.
All right. Still, we are nearing towards the end here. Elf still gunning down for that 4K here. Bring Zen so close over. Tenida still not being propped out here, but Elf's Hunter sense. He feels it. He feels 11 as the China's being propped out here. Now 11 is right on top of him. Question is whether 11 can last long enough for Zen to stand up and potentially open up the gate.
Oh no, we didn't win the pallet mine game there. Alf is just a different breed. He's hungry for his first international win, but he wants to go back and look at Sen first. We see where 11 is. He's still a shovel. That's going to be Professor getting up. Professor, why are we getting up so fast? 11 isn't currently becoming the first chase here. We don't even have a good place to be in to contain. Triple pallets towards middle. Dungeon nearby as well, but a big rock is not going to do you much. 25 seconds left until teleport is ready. You shouldn't have gotten up that early because now you're just going to go down. You're a cannon fodder for the Gravekeeper, for Alf, who can teleport right after this as well. 2056 stack. We have a mini charge there left to use. We can just hot wax if we wanted, but no, it's not even necessary as Alf has made his mark on this map. 11, not even near a gate. He's nowhere left to go.
Yeah, it's really stuck in a rock and a hard place. We've been using this over and over again, but this is it. Elf, this could be his international win that he's been waiting for so long. 11 trying to come in to heal, but tonight is being propped up here. Full view of 11. Elf is not gonna give this chance.
This is our last attempt on healing the Professor, but the Professor is barely healed up on time. We can just wait for the Gravekeeper to get up. It's gonna be a pickup from Alf. It's a laugh towards your face. It's his first international win as 11 will deliver it to him for free to go up home. Let's congratulate RC for a beautiful 4-man elimination to finish things up, and Alf for his first
RC for a convincing win towards the end.
RC. They
大家要推选老李来拿奖金吧！
もちろんなんかうまくいかなかった時悔しい時もあったと思うんですけど、みんなで一丸となって
会到这里就要落下帷幕了，4天的时间非常短暂，感谢8支战队在这4天。